Hey, what's going on YouTube? Alabama Reloader here. So coming to you today to prove that Hootie Who is dead wrong about the 22 Creedmoor. So let's get into it. First of all, this is about to be a really fun video. Now, shout out to Hootie Who. He has probably the best intro of any content creator here on YouTube in terms of firearm related stuff, whatever. I always love watching his videos. The amount of content that he produces and information that he gets out to the masses is pretty impressive. But in this case, he's wrong. Let me tell you why he's wrong. So if I was like really good at this video thing, editing, software, all this other stuff, what I would do right now is I would kind of transition into a point in the video where you would hear the glass shatter, right? Stone Cold Steve Austin is coming out because Stone Cold said so. Well, the reason 22 Creedmoor is not irrelevant, like he states in his video, is because Hornady said so. That's really the only reason. I gotta be honest with you. I'm kind of on board with what he's saying. Obviously, you guys can tell at this point. Hopefully you can tell. This is more of a joke than anything. But I do want to point out, you know, he goes into kind of talking about why the 22 Creedmoor is irrelevant at this point in time in October of 2024. And a couple of good points that he brings up is the firearm side of the house is, well, it's pretty sparse. Right? You can reach out to Horizon Firearms. Shout out to those guys. They produce insanely nice stuff, but you can basically go buy one of those, and they ain't cheap. And then to go along with that is the ammunition side of the house, right? Where he was talking about you just can't get it. You order it through them as well. Very similar to how 6GT was. You could only buy factory loaded Hornady 6GT stuff through GA Precision. It's similar type of endeavor that they've got going on over there at Horizon Firearms with 22 Creedmoor. And they even tell you on their load data. Let's see. Yep. It only existed in the Wildcat space for over a decade, but this is a joint venture between Horizon Firearms and Hornady, which prompted the submission for SAMI standardization. So, good stuff there. But he did bring up a couple of valid points that, hey, firearms, pretty scarce, very expensive. Ammunition, same type of situation. So this is really more of a niche cartridge, or niche, however you want to pronounce that, at this point in time. But one thing I do want to bring up and point out is that if you are interested in this cartridge at all whatsoever, then probably your best bet is going to be head over to E. Arthur Brown Company. Go to their website, earthurBrownCompany.com, I think maybe is what it is. Go buy you a 22 Creedmoor barrel, especially if you have a Remington 700 Action, because that's what I did. I already had a Remington 700 Action. It was a 243 Winchester, and it's standard bolt face. Went and bought the barrel. The barrel was $329 out the door, shipped to the house. After that, I went and I bought a die set because of my reloader. Shipped from Midway, USA. I didn't wait on free shipping or anything like that. Because I wanted the die set immediately, I paid $70.46. That's tax and shipping included. Have die sets shipped to my house. I bought a box of Peterson brass from Graffs, $63.95, box of 50 shipped to my house. Okay, so all in all, $463.41, and then I had to pay to have the barrel swapped. I don't have the ability here at the house to swap the barrel, but you headspace the barrel with 6.5 Creedmoor headspace gauges. So if you're already kind of dabbling in that to begin with, and you've got 6.5 Creedmoor headspace gauges, you thread the barrel on there, headspace it with that, and you're good to go. So I understand the point of, hey, factory firearms and all that fun stuff, but you can get into the 22 Creedmoor actually relatively cheap compared to maybe other cartridges or whatever. You don't have to go down the road of spending thousands of dollars to get into this cartridge. Do you need to get in this cartridge? I don't know. Is it going to solve a problem that nothing else in the 22 world solves? Probably not. Is it better than anything else in the 22 world? Probably not. But it just gives you something different. So, pretty good stuff there, you know, pretty cool stuff there. So you don't have to get into it for a ton of money. You can take the budget-friendly approach, which is what I did. I do plan on putting that setup into a different stock. I just got to figure out which one I want to go with. But, so yeah, there you go. Now, I take that back. It did cost me $30 extra to have the barrel swapped. So we're sitting at $463.41, so it'd be $493.41. That gets me a new firearm, right? Essentially, because it's rebarreled, so new cartridge, die set, brass. So now I can just continue to reload that 50 count box of brass. And if I'm careful about how I'm sizing my brass and doing all that fun stuff, then the brass life should be pretty good. Probably better than the barrel life, comparatively speaking. So, but yeah, so there you go. So Hootie Who is dead wrong. No, I'm just kidding. He brings up a couple of really good points when it comes to the 22 Creedmoor. Obviously, if there's more of a mass adoption of this across the industry, with firearms being produced cheaply, you know, by Savage, Ruger, those guys really pushing it forward, then obviously it'll be much easier to get into this cartridge. Now, the factory ammunition side of the house, you can purchase it through Horizon Firearms, and it's really no more expensive than basically anything else that's Hornady Precision factory ammunition. It's $40 for a box of 20. So $2 a shot. That's pretty much standard for Hornady Precision ammo. That's the 80 grain ELDX version. It's the Hornady Precision Hunter line, I believe. And you can go to their website right now. It's in stock, $40 a box. So if you wanted to go that route, just rebarrel something, then go buy you a few boxes of factory ammunition. You're not that deep into it, to be honest with you. So that's it. It's just a fun video, guys. So everybody's got their pitchforks out, you know, calm down. Definitely not a Hootie Who hater. Enjoy his content. Really love all the stuff that he puts out. Again, brings a ton of information to the table. So I appreciate what he does. I just thought it was, you know, take the opportunity to just be like, hey, it's because Hornady said it wasn't irrelevant. Come on, guys. So that's it. That's where we're going to leave it. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I really hope you kind of got the gist of the video, right? It's a joke, but whatever. You can get into the cartridge relatively cheap and inexpensive. There's load data for it. Pretty sure you got some 22 cal bullets sitting on the shelf that you could use, right? You're not going to have exact load data probably for what you got, like some Sierra Match Kings or some, you know, the 77 grain Match King or like a Barnes or something like that. But you can make it work and figure it out, right? So, all right. That's where we're going to leave it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll catch you next time. Y'all have a good one.